Everything's coming up. sun doesn't like it. Someone have water? I have a little bit left. Yeah, I'm gonna have good one.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Talon Field on the campus of Trinity Baptist College in Jacksonville, Florida, as we are ready for the opening round of the NCCAA Division II Men's Soccer Tournament. And today's afternoon matchup is between the TBC Eagles and the Screaming Eagles from Toccoa Falls College. Before we begin the festivities, we'd like to ask everyone to please stand for prayer and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Let's pray. Father in heaven, we thank you as always for allowing these young men to display the talents you've given them out there on the field today. We pray for safety, we pray for good sportsmanship, and everyone to glorify you with every word, action, and deed. Lord, keep everyone on the field safe and free from harm or injury. Bless all those traveling in to Jacksonville for our volleyball and soccer tournaments this week, Lord. Help us all remember to come together to worship you, our Lord and Savior. In Jesus' name, amen. And introducing today's starting lineups. For the Screaming Eagles from Toccoa Falls College, number 2, Cleto Lerma. Number 3, John McIver. Number 4, Jared Rockwell. Number 7, Judah Berry. Number 9, Michael Guthrie. Number 10, Joshua Lang. Number 14, Colton Davis. Number 20, Lazaro Joaquin. Number 29, Philip Nowak. Number 42, Kevin Frawley, and the goalkeeper, number 0, Noah DeWeese. And for the Trinity Baptist College Eagles, number 3, Paris Reagan. Number 4, Richard Vasquez. Number 6, Aaron Uribe. Number 7, Nick Lockridge. Number 8, Donovan Roberts. Number 10, Jorgen Torres. Number 11, Marcus Oxendine. Number 18, Julius Peterite. Number 22, Eric Colston Ortiz. Number 25, Noel Caballero. And the goalkeeper, number 33, Jason Izaguirre. And we're just moments away from kickoff in the South Region Tournament here in the NCCAA's Division II. I'm Ray Bureau. And our camera lady for this afternoon, Sophia Cronkite, filling in for Dean, who will be back tomorrow with the semifinal rounds in the Men's South Region Tournament. Toccoa Falls College comes into today's play with an overall record of 0 wins, 11 losses, and 3 ties. They are 0-3 and tie twice in the NCCAA South Region. Both of those ties 1-1 against Trinity Baptist College. The TBC Eagles are 1-9-3 overall, 1-4-2 in NCCAA South Region competition. And again, those 2 ties, both 1-1 matchups against Toccoa Falls College, and we are underway here on a beautiful but warm Wednesday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. 80 degrees with a feels like temperature of about 83. When the wind does blow, it's gentle at 8 miles per hour, blowing across your screen from the left to the right. Trinity Baptist in the home whites, the number 4 seed in the tournament, and Toccoa Falls College in the dark jerseys with the gold trim, the number 5 seed. The winner of this match will play Bob Jones University, the tournament's number 1 seed, in one semifinal round tomorrow. And the second semifinal will be against Johnson University of Florida and Pensacola Christian College. That's Juan Uribe with possession. Noel Caballero has the ball taken away. Both these teams play to a 1-1 tie here and there at Toccoa Falls College. This past Saturday, the two teams, again, a 1-1 tie, and both goalkeepers were fantastic and got tremendous help from their defensive backs as well. Noah DeWeese and Jason Izaguirre both making several diving saves in the game's final few minutes. Both goals were scored on penalty kicks as we see our first foul of the afternoon. Jared Rockwell scored first. Penalty kick about 7 minutes in, and then Paris Reagan tied things up with a PK of his own just a few minutes later, and then the defenses and the goalkeepers took over. So that was this past Saturday, and these two teams going head-to-head one more time as DeWeese is able to beat Jorgen Torres to the popped-up ball, and he'll be able to punt this one back upfield. And we remember from Saturday the big leg of Noah DeWeese. Jason Izaguirre equal in leg strength to DeWeese, and we're going to have a foul called against Trinity Baptist, and Toccoa Falls will have a free kick well past the midfield stripe. Head coach of the Screaming Eagles, Mr. Sheetsy Hugh. He is assisted by Jonathan Hollis. The athletic director of Toccoa Falls College is Mr. Caleb Barnes, and the sports information director is Dwayne Felder. Pass all the way inside the box. Izaguirre collides with Rockwell, and Rockwell will be called for the foul, and it will be a free kick for Trinity Baptist College. The head coach of Toccoa Falls averages 4.3 shots per game. 69.2% of those shots are on goal, and they have a goals made shot percentage of 12.8%. They have allowed 38 goals this season while scoring 5, and in South Region competition they have scored twice and allowed 10 goals. Long pass to Peter Wright inside the box, gets around one defender, pass to Reagan, bounce pass, and a goal for Paris Reagan, and the Eagles lead 1-0. Paris Reagan shot, got the rebound, and scored, and there you saw Julius Peterwright, who assisted Reagan with the pass, and Trinity Baptist on the board first, leading 1-0. Didn't take quite as long this time to get our first goal as it did last time. Hello to Butch Davis cheering on the TBC Eagles. Always glad to see those names pop up. I can't check in throughout the game, but if I see a name pop up on there, we'll say hello. Again, a warm but beautiful Wednesday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida. Goal scored in minute 4 for Paris Reagan and the TBC Eagles. Officially unassisted, but Julius Peterwright did get the ball to Reagan. His first shot was knocked down, and then he popped in the rebound to give Trinity Baptist the early lead, and now TBC trying to tack on. That ball hit off Cleto Lerma, and that will give Trinity a throw in deep on their offensive side of the field. Pull up a chair, a lot of soccer still to go. We are just underway. Again, 2 semifinal matches tomorrow afternoon beginning at 2 p.m. Bob Jones University will play the winner of this game tomorrow at 2, and then Johnson, Florida, and Pensacola Christian will follow in the other semifinal match at 4 p.m. And the championship game is Saturday morning at 11 a.m., and we plan to bring you all games here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. We are also hosting the South Region Volleyball Tournament. That gets underway on Friday. 3 matches, and then the championship game on Saturday afternoon. Peter Wright backs it up behind the midfield stripe, and his pass almost intercepted, but Uribe is able to keep the ball in Trinity's possession, and that's big Nick Lockridge all the way across the field, getting the ball to Oxendine. Oxendine was looking for Reagan, who's already scored. And for Reagan, that was his 3rd goal of the season. And he ties Julius Peter Wright for 2nd on the team, behind only Nick Lockridge with 4. Trinity has now scored 18 goals on the season. They have allowed 36. They have scored 9 times in South Region play while allowing 15 goals. Overall, the TBC Eagles average 11.8 shots per game, 54.2% of those on goal. That's coming into today's play with a shots percentage of 11.1%. Peter Wright firing from long range, and it hits off the crossbar. DeWeese went way up high. It was over his reach, but it hit the very bottom of the crossbar. Peter Wright almost made it a 2-0 game. Tough break for the TBC Eagles, and a goal kick eventually for DeWeese, who was absolutely phenomenal in the goal on Saturday. Again, Trinity Baptist in the final several minutes of Saturday's game was firing off shot after shot, and DeWeese was firing off save after save, and many of those on the dive. Jared Rockwell trying to get around Nick Lockridge over on the far sideline. He passes toward the center, and Uribe is able to keep the ball away from the TFC attackers. Rouser Joaquin sends the ball to the far sideline, and we have ourselves a whistle as Nick Lockridge is down for Trinity Baptist. And Toccoa is going to be called for a foul. In case you're just joining us, the goal scored by Paris Reagan just 4 minutes in, and that's the reason we see a 1-0 lead for Trinity Baptist on the screen. And we're going to stop the clock with about 37 minutes and 19 seconds remaining, as Nick Lockridge needs a little bit of attention, and that would be a big loss for Trinity Baptist. Hopefully Nick will be all right and be back out on the field before long. We're going to pause here for the injury timeout, and we'll be back here on the TBC Eagles Network in just a minute. The injured TBC Eagle is Nick Lockridge, and he is being helped off the field. It is a right knee injury. Fortunately, nothing too serious. Obviously, we don't want to lose players, but we just don't want anybody hurt, especially right here at the end of the season. But taking over for Lockridge, number 19, Killian Forey, who will help out in the backfield for Trinity Baptist. Julius Peterwright came within centimeters of making it a 2-0 lead right before the injury. Hit just under the crossbar, and unfortunately the ball bounded right in front of the goal, and Noah DeWeese was able to pick it up before any TBC player could get off a rebound shot. Back underway. That's Peterwright with the ball, giving it up to Noel Caballero. A long pass towards Roberts on the far side. Roberts keeps the ball under control. Finds Reagan in the middle. Perfect pass to Oxendine, who stepped a little too early beyond the defense, and he's called for the offside. Otherwise, we could be looking at a 2-0 score. Perfect pass from Roberts, but Oxendine got past the defense maybe milliseconds too early. Header out of bounds, and it will be Trinity Baptist throw in. Remember, the time you see on the screen, unofficial. The gentlemen in the orange jerseys are keeping track of that for us. Toccoa Falls called for the foul, and TBC will get the free kick. The Women's Soccer South Region Championship game will take place this Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. at Toccoa Falls College. Trinity Baptist against Toccoa Falls, and the winner will head to the NCCAA Division II National Championship Tournament. The TBC Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight trips down to Kissimmee. They won 3-1 this past Saturday afternoon, as we're going to have a foul called against Colston Artis. And the official wants to talk with members of both teams. No card has come out of his pocket, at least not yet, but he is letting both players know.
Go, John!
Just be a little more careful out there.
John.
Ellie McKeeska scored twice for Trinity Baptist. Alyssa Greet scored one as well.
Right foot, John!
If I remember correctly, I believe it was Lydia Adams who scored for Toccoa Falls. Long pass inside the box. Izaguirre knocks it down and jumps on top of it before a Toccoa attacker can get to the ball. Not a shot, not a save, but a nice play by the TBC goaltender. Michael Guthrie was right there to try to get it past Izaguirre. Ball got a little away from Reagan, and he tried to pass it outside to Peterwright. Ball was deflected away. Roberts regains possession, a pass to Oxendine. Trying to get to Peterwright, but a little bit behind target. Philip Nowak sends this one for Rockwell, but led Rockwell too much. And Izaguirre comes out of the goal box and keeps Rockwell from getting to the ball. Still a lot of soccer here to go at TBC. Contact, no call. Everybody plays on. On the move is Torres, looking for Peterwright. Ball stays outside the box. Trinity backs it up, tries to set up another opportunity to advance.
Sir, isn't it like if it hits their foot and up, it's not handball?
TBC maintains possession, a pass towards Reagan, but he collided with Guthrie. That allowed Noah DeWeese to come out of the goal backs and pick this one up before Reagan could get to the ball in time. A header back upfield by Uribe. Now one coming right in front of us. Jordan Torres brings it up the left sideline. Pass towards Reagan inside the box, and a little bit out of reach of Paris Reagan. And another fine defensive play by Noah DeWeese. Stats not available for goalkeeper Noah DeWeese. Jason Izaguirre has allowed 34 goals and saved 46. And he picks this one up ahead of Colton Davis. Izaguirre, coming into today's play, has been in the net for 1,050 minutes this season. This one sent outside. And Trinity Baptist trying to make the advance up the field. Torres takes the pass from the backfield. He's guarded very well by Joaquin. And we saw Joaquin make really good defensive plays on Saturday. Ball got a little bit away from Roberts. And Toccoa comes away with possession, but Ortiz able to intercept it right back for TBC. Pass to Peter Wright. And a sliding tackle. Ball deflected off Peter Wright. Kevin Frawley made the play for Toccoa Falls. Big boot off the head of Uribe. Foree will keep the ball himself, and the pass almost, and it is, picked off. Colton Davis trying to get it to Rockwell. Loose ball just inside the box, cleared out by Uribe. This is Nowak taking the shot, and a diving save by Jason Izaguirre. That ball looked like it had actually gotten past the goalkeeper, and he reached back and snared it. So a save for Izaguirre, his first of the afternoon, if I have that correct. Nowak with the shot. It was on goal and almost in. Reagan inside the box. Pass in front, and a great diving sliding save. The rebound, no! Noah DeWeese with two saves in that sequence. One on the dive, one kind of on the backflip. And now the official on the side is going to say the ball had crossed the end line and a goal for Trinity Baptist. Now we'll have to see who got credit for that goal. Good luck, Liam, trying to figure out that one. Liam Davis is our spotter. Trinity leads 2-0.
Julius, Aaron, who scored? Julius, who are they crediting that to? Who are they giving that to?
Jorgen Torres scores a goal for Trinity Baptist, and the TBC Eagles now lead it 2-0. Tell you, Liam, I'm glad I'm just saying it. You're the one who has to figure that one out. There were bodies all around the ball. It made it very difficult to tell. Exactly 15 minutes in, Jorgen Torres makes it a 2-0 game. Coming up the right sideline, but not getting there in time, was Donovan Roberts. Hello to Christopher Lockridge cheering on the Eagles, and Joy Bridges. Thank you to Miss Bridges, letting us realize that Noah DeWeese joined the team very late in the season. We appreciate that update, Miss Bridges. He has been terrific. I really thought he got 2 saves on that last sequence, credited with 1. But that ball took a funny hop and just did cross that goal line. The ball doesn't have to hit the net, just past the stripe. Colton Davis, ball deflected off his foot and out of bounds for a goal kick. Shout out to my good friend Adam Glover, watching in this afternoon. Terrific announcer for the University of North Florida Ospreys baseball and softball program. He and I have done several games together the past few years. Told me he's going to check out the ball game and cheer on the TBC Eagles. Olsen Ortiz heads this one back up to the TBC's offensive side. Now a little bit of volleyball action, and this one rolls out of bounds over near the bleachers off Paris Reagan, and a throw-in for Toccoa Falls. Paris Reagan scored in minute 4, Jorgen Torres in minute 15. And a long pass upfield and headed back up towards center by Richard Vasquez. Contact in the circle, no call, and now we have a whistle And a stop in play, and a yellow card will be pulled out and called against Toccoa Falls' Jared Rockwell. And the clock stops with 28:11 showing.
There's a plus and minus time.
So Trinity Baptist will get the free kick inside the midfield circle. Richard Vasquez has a great leg and foot himself. We'll see him come up from the backfield and get into the attacking position when he sees the opportunity and or the need. This time a gentle pass back to Jair Zavallos. There's Torres, who scored goal number 2. He wears number 10. Peter Wright back towards midfield. And a man coming on to Vasquez, but he's able to get the pass off. Killian Forey couldn't quite control the pass. Toccoa almost picked it off. Zavallos now near midfield. He crosses a stripe. And Kevin Frawley, fortunate that ball did not hit his hand, as he looked like he reached out and almost made contact with the hand. And a whistle is going to give the ball to Toccoa Falls. A pushing foul called against Torres. Reagan takes the pass inside the box, but he's called for offsides, and that will be a free kick for Toccoa Falls. Big boot back towards midfield. I believe that was Guthrie, if I saw that correctly, and tripping foul called against Colston Ortiz, and the Screaming Eagles waste no time getting the ball back into play. Pass upfield to Davis. Lost his footing, but regained control of the ball. Colston Ortiz comes from behind. A good, clean, sliding tackle, and a takeaway for Trinity Baptist. Eagles near midfield. Ball coming right toward the camera. Zavallos looking for Oxendine, but got a little too much on the pass, and that one rolls right into the hands of DeWeese. DeWeese with a huge boot well past the circle. And that one will sail out of bounds and be a throw-in for Toccoa Falls. Nice line drive pass, and Forey heads it out of bounds near midfield to throw in for Toccoa. Battle for the ball at midfield. And a sent up by Nowak, who controls that ball beautifully. Pass inside, cleared away by Vasquez. I thought Nowak was going to beat the defenders and get off the shot, with great defense by Richard Vasquez. This one rolls out of bounds, and it looks like it'll be a corner kick for Toccoa. Jared Rockwell heads down to the corner to take the kick. And I believe this is our first corner kick of the afternoon for either team. Two men standing over in the corner, so let's see if they go towards the goal or just tap it back into play, and that's what they did. A most gentle tap. Rockwell now tries to send it inside, but it's deflected up in the air. Rockwell keeps the ball in play. Sends it toward the top of the box. McIver tried to do a scissor kick and came up empty. And Donovan Roberts all the way up the right side. He has Oxendine and Reagan to choose from. He passes to Oxendine, almost lost his footing. And the pass a little too far out in front of Peter Wright. And Kevin Frawley keeps his body between Peter Wright and the ball to allow DeWeese to make the play. Good recognition by Frawley. And a good job keeping Peter Wright away from the ball. Colston Ortiz was trying to get the ball to Torres, but misdirected, and Toccoa Falls will have a throw-in past the midfield stripe. We're about halfway through the first half, and Trinity Baptist leads 2-0. Caballero sends this one towards Roberts, overshoots his target, and out of bounds for a throw-in. Ball sent upfield, but blocked by Caballero. Killian Forey will send this one back to Vasquez, and Trinity will try to set up another chance to advance. Pass towards Torres. And that pass for Torres was deflected away, and Torres called for the trip. Free kick for Toccoa right at the stripe. Big boot by Joaquin in front of the goal, and Izaguirre leaps up high, knocks it down, and pounces on top of the ball. And a Toccoa attacker pleading his case for a foul against Izaguirre. That was in the box. If he had gotten the call, that would have been a penalty kick. Colston Artis couldn't get around John McIver, and then McIver's called for a push, giving Trinity a free kick. Caballero will tap this one back into play. Vasquez in the backfield. Now cloud covering, blocking the sun, making it feel very pleasant out here on Talon Field. This one rolls out of bounds, and Toccoa will get the throw in. Off in the distance, you may see the Bruins from Bob Jones University, the #1 seed, undefeated in South Region play. They will play the winner of this game you're watching now tomorrow at 2 p.m. And that's one of the main reasons they're out here now, scouting the competition to see not only who's going to win, but how. Oxendine tries to get Roberts, but gets too much on the pass, and that one goes all the way past the end line for a goal kick. Noah DeWeese, a late addition to the Screaming Eagles roster, and from what I've seen of him, he has been a fantastic goalkeeper in the few games he was able to play. Pass back toward Izaguirre, who must keep it on the ground. To the outside, Peter Wright trying to beat Frawley to the ball, and does. Long pass all the way upfield. Donovan Roberts beats his defender. Little contact. Roberts gets off the shot. It hits off DeWeese. Rolls away, but Torres sends it back inside before it's cleared out of the box. Great defense by the Screaming Eagles. And then a shot taken by Peter Wright, a one-hopper into the arms of Noah DeWeese. Shot on goal credited to Julius Peter Wright. There was another one by Donovan Roberts just before that. Two saves very quickly for Noah DeWeese. And, of course, we'll check over all the numbers at halftime. Noel Whitaker, our official statistician. Caballero with the steal, and his pass for Roberts, too strong. DeWeese does indeed have 3 saves, and Izaguirre has 1 for Trinity Baptist. Foul called against TBC. There's a Toccoa player down on the ground at midfield. That's Philip Nowak, but he's right back up on his feet. Nowak has a goal scored this season. Jared Rockwell has 2, one of those last Saturday against Trinity Baptist, and Colton Davis has scored twice. Raza Joaquin will take the free kick for Toccoa Falls. And a long pass inside the box, headed away by the defense. Marcus Oxendine wins the race to the loose ball. Nick Lockridge is back over on the Eagles bench. Not sure if he'll be able to come back just yet. Roberts inside the box, the pass, and the goal! Julius Peterwright, and the Eagles lead 3-0. Donovan Roberts gets the assist. Julius Peterwright gets the goal. And it's 3-0 Trinity Baptist. Peterwright almost got under it a little bit too much. He had one earlier that hit the bottom of the crossbar. That one snuck in underneath. Minute 27 for Julius Peterwright. And again, giving Trinity Baptist a 3-0 lead. Long pass upfield, and it will roll into Izaguirre's possession. Izaguirre using up some time. Looked like he was going to throw that one back into play, and now he's going to give it a big line drive kick towards Torres, shy of midfield. Coming up from behind is Rockwell, and Torres keeps possession. And Trinity sends it upfield towards Oxendine, but too strongly. And DeWeese will let it roll into the box so he can pick it up. I'll tell you, if the Jacksonville Jaguars need a new punter, which they seem to need quite a bit, they might want to call on Noah DeWeese because he can really lay into one. One man coming on strong, Jared Rockwell. Izaguirre puts his body between the ball and Rockwell. Risky play as far as injury is concerned, but Izaguirre made the play and came away unscathed. Peterwright to the left side takes the pass from Torres. Zavallos inside to Torres and offsides, says the official on the far sideline. Free kick for Toccoa Falls. Big line drive kick right past midfield. Couple of headers, send the ball inside the circle towards Rockwell. A lot of hard contact, no call against Torres. Rockwell wondering where the whistle was. Caballero sends it to Colston Artis inside the circle. Official says that was a clean hit from both men, shoulder to shoulder, and that one rolls out of bounds. Ball goes high up into the air, bounces out of bounds. Judah Berry will make the catch and throw it back into play. Pablo Garcia ready to check in for Trinity Baptist at the next opportunity. He might get that as we have ourselves a whistle and a stop of the clock with about 15:38 remaining. So Garcia comes in for Jorgen Torres, who will catch his breath for the rest of this first half and for the intermission. A lot more free substitution allowed in the second half. I didn't see a yellow card come out of the official's pocket. He stopped the clock, and now we're back underway. Abu Garcia, Mr. TBC this year. Saturday was homecoming, and he got that announcement with Miss TBC, Jessica Manzan. Pass up towards Garcia. Gets by him and then batted up into the air. Long boot toward the far sideline and a bounce out of bounds. Trinity will have the throw in, and they waste no time getting the ball back into play. Under 15 minutes to go, and Trinity leads 3-0.
I would ask the trainer, because the trainer probably can do better than I can. I just watch this.
Garcia uses his body to control the pass.
The trainer won't do anything for you?
Caballero all the way up the sideline towards Roberts, but a defensive play and a header back up Toccoa's way.
That's the trainer.
Pass towards Rockwell to the left side of the box. He is tripped up. The ball rolls out of bounds, and it will be a corner kick for Toccoa. These officials are letting the players play on. We have seen a yellow card and some fouls called, but we've also seen some hard contact from both sides uncalled. Isaiah Harris ready to check in for Trinity Baptist. But a corner kick first for Toccoa Falls. If I'm seeing that correctly, that is John McIver taking the kick. Right-footed kicker will curve the ball in toward the goal. Instead, he taps it into play. And McIver takes the pass back, sends it in front of the net. The header is knocked out of bounds. Izaguirre on the bounce. Actually, the official says the ball hit off a Toccoa player, and it's a goal kick. Shot taken by Colton Davis. That's his first attempt of the afternoon, and we're told that Izaguirre did not touch the ball, so that's the reason it is a goal kick. A couple of men in my way of the line of sight on that play. I thought for a moment Izaguirre had batted that one out of bounds. Killian Forey with the pass outside the box and stolen away by Toccoa. Inside the arc, and then Trinity Baptist is able to clear it out. Ceballos upfield and the header from Frawley. Caballero with the interception. Options to both sides. Passes towards Roberts to the right. Roberts all alone. Now a man coming up from behind. And the ball tapped away by Guthrie and out of bounds. A TBC throw-in. Toccoa looking to get on the board before the end of the first half. Trinity 3, Toccoa Falls nothing. I'm Ray Bureau. Thanks for joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network, your home of all games in the South Region Men's Soccer Championship Tournament and the Women's Volleyball Championship Tournament. Ball stolen by Jackson, a slide by Ceballos. Keyshawn Jackson made the steal, but Ceballos came from behind and made a sliding steal. That's Ceballos, who made that play a moment ago, making another one and sending it back towards midfield. And a whistle with a TBC Eagle down and a stop in play. Richard Vasquez right at the top of the penalty box. Trinity Baptist is already without Nick Lockridge, who does have a penny on. He is sitting on the bench. Again, no indication if he's going to return. And Richard Vasquez is now down for TBC. We're going to pause right here, and we'll be back in just a minute here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. And we are ready to resume play. About 11:19 remaining in the first half with a 3-0 lead for TBC. Long pass all the way up the field. Roberts uses his body, dribbling past the defense, pass inside to Reagan and the goal. That was a perfect pass from Donovan Roberts. Credit him with his second assist of the afternoon. And Paris Reagan with his second goal to give TBC a 4-0 lead. Roberts dribbled around the defense, had Reagan, who stayed onside and made an absolutely brilliant pass. And Reagan was able to pop in his second goal, and this is just shy of minute 34. It is officially in minute 34. 33:53 to be exact. So 4-0 Trinity Baptist. Again, the winner plays Bob Jones tomorrow at 2. Nowak takes the pass on the right side of the box, sends it inside, but then the ball took a little bit of a right turn and hit wide of the post and actually hit the side of the net. Paris Reagan has scored twice. Jorgen Torres and Julius Peterite have also scored. Reagan got goals 1 and 4. Torres got number 2 and Peterite number 3. There's a pass to Reagan, but he's past the defense, and that will be offside, so no shot.
I don't think so either. If he was,
And a free kick for Toccoa Falls. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Ralph Richardson ready to check in for Trinity Baptist.
everybody up top, because that's what we've done. We've held the ball here.
That's Harris. Beating Mung to the ball, and TBC had possession momentarily, but Toccoa takes it away. Garcia, guarded by Jackson, backs this one up inside the box. Oxendine takes the pass, has Reagan and Moyano, and he passes to Juan Moyano, number 12. Oxendine couldn't get any further, so he retreats just a bit for TBC to try to advance back into scoring position. Moyano sends this one to Oxendine outside the box, the shot, and it hits off Cleto Lerma of Toccoa Falls. But the official is going to call offsides. A little bit of a late whistle, but that's the call, and Toccoa will get the free kick. Big boot all the way towards midfield, and Colston Artis with the header. Race for the ball, won by Guthrie. Ball stays in bounds, and now joining Richardson is Mihaly Surin.
Hey, Mihaly, Ralph down.
Oxendine trying to get the ball inside. Instead, he finds Roberts to the right side. And we have an Eagle tripped up from behind. And it looks like we had an offsides call as well. We'll see which call is going to stand. Which one happened first is the one that's going to stand. And it looks like the tripping call will stand. That one was a couple of yards outside the box, but Paris Reagan, the left-footed kicker, has a good leg. Wouldn't surprise me if he went for the hat trick. He already has 2. Clive Wood Pineda ready to check in for Toccoa Falls. Reagan just waiting for the signal. There it is. And a pass in front of the box towards Harris, but punched away by Noah DeWeese. That was a pass attempt, not a shot. but a corner kick for TBC. For Trinity Baptist now, Ralph Richardson and Mihaly Sarin checking in. Clive Wood Pineda for Toccoa Falls. Donovan Roberts will head off to make room for the new TBC Eagles.
Very well done. Very well done. Very well done.
Roberts has 2 assists this afternoon. Paris Reagan has 2 goals. He's the other Trinity man coming out for the remainder of the first half. It'll be Surin taking the corner kick for TBC. Low line drive in front of the goal. That one hit off an Eagle. Now sent back inside. Harris with the header, but he misdirected and pushed that one out of bounds. Shot attempt for Isaiah Harris. He scored twice this season. That's his first attempt of the afternoon. Big line drive boot by DeWeese. Battle for the ball between Mung and Moyano. Won by Mung and the Screaming Eagles. Oxendine comes up with the loose ball. Options to both sides. He finds Roberts to his right. Roberts trying to send this one inside, but it hit off a Toccoa defender. Rolls toward the sideline. Kept in play. Now here's Avalios with possession, looking for Richardson. The ball hits off Richardson's foot. He's called for offsides anyway, so Toccoa will have the free kick. Booted past the midfield stripe. McIver tries to head the ball to Philip Nowak. And a pushing foul called against Toccoa, so Trinity will have the throw in. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Killian Forey kind of whiffed on that soft pass, looking ahead, but took his eye off the ball as well. Eagles, though, keep possession at midfield. Pass towards Avalios, and he will get there in time with a man coming up. Tapped out of bounds off the foot of Kevin Frawley, so Trinity will have the throw in. TBC Eagles taking their time as time is beginning to wind down in the first half, and they have a 4-goal lead. Long pass towards Roberts all the way across the field. Surin trying to get around Jackson, and we have a whistle. Question is, was it inside the box or not? Very close to the line. I really can't tell from here. The call is just outside the right side of the penalty box, but it is a free direct kick for TBC. Surin and Roberts are both there to take the kick. Or check that, Surin and Oxendine. And Holly Surin appears like he will take the kick. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the first half. The whistle, and this one too strong and out of bounds for a goal kick. Well, these two teams tied 1-1 both at Toccoa Falls and here at Trinity Baptist during the regular season. Somebody has to win this one. No overtime in the regular season, but that's gone now. This is the playoffs. So there will be overtime periods and a PK shootout if necessary. Harris sends the ball inside, but called for the offsides. Trying to find Oxendine right outside the box. Richardson was trying to beat the Toccoa defender to the ball. Oxendine to Harris. Battle for the ball at midfield, and a push called against Ceballos. And a whistle. They're going to bring the ball back. Official didn't give the signal to take the free kick. Pass towards Frawley on the near sideline. Sends this one toward the box. And Ceballos gets his body in front of the ball. Harris with a long pass, looking for Richardson to the left side. Coming up from behind is Joshua Lang. Lang gets to the ball first and is tripped up, and a tripping foul called against Ralph Richardson. So free kick for Joshua Lang. Toccoa's looking into the setting sun. Of course, that's going to change once we come back from halftime, and halftime is less than a minute away. The field faces mostly north-south, but it's angled a little bit toward the west. And speaking of halftime, that's it right there, as Trinity Baptist College scored 4 times in the first half. Paris Reagan twice, Jorgen Torres once, and Julius Peterite once, with 2 assists from Donovan Roberts. So we'll head into the halftime intermission. We'll keep the camera rolling, and you'll see when the gentlemen are ready to come back out for half number 2. You're watching South Region Tournament Soccer here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Stay with us. And welcome back to Trinity Baptist College, Talon Field on the west side of Jacksonville as we're ready for the second half in the opening round of the NCCAA Division II South Region Men's Soccer Championship Tournament. I'm Ray Bureau, and you're watching the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Trinity Baptist leads 4-0 on goals from Paris Reagan in minutes 4 and 34, with goals from Jorgen Torres and Julius Peterwright in minutes 15 and 27, respectively. Trinity Baptist took 13 total shots, with 10 of those on goal. All 4 of Paris Reagan's shots were on goal. And goalkeeper Jason Izaguirre saved the only shot on goal taken by Toccoa Falls, who managed to get off 3 total shots in the first half. And we have our first whistle of the second half and a stop in play. There's a Toccoa man down over on the other side of the field. That is Keyshawn Jackson, and holding one of his knees. Richard Vasquez was up and walking around during halftime. He could possibly come back if he's not already back on the field for TBC. I'm looking. I don't see him right now. Not sure about Nick Lockridge, if he'll be able to make it back into today's game. Coach Robertson looking to hold on to this 4-0 lead, and hopefully Nick will be ready tomorrow should the Eagles end up advancing. Meanwhile, Keyshawn Jackson is the man down, and we're going to pause right here and be back in just a minute. Great to see Jackson up on his feet. He's walking slowly but under his own power, and because the coach came on the field, Coach Hugh, Jackson has to come off, and Michael Guthrie has come on to take his place. Toccoa Falls goalkeeper Noah DeWeese saved 6 shots on goal in the first half. Corner kicks were 2-1 in favor of Toccoa Falls. 1 yellow card in the ball game. Toccoa's Jared Rockwell got that one in the first half. So you're up to date in case you missed any of the action. And we are back underway. Bob Jones University Bruins were here earlier watching the ball game, and they're going to take on the winner of this one. Bob Jones was second in the South region in scoring average goals per game, behind only Johnson University of Florida, as we have a Toccoa Falls free kick. The Suns from Johnson, Florida averaged 3.2 goals per game, while the Bob Jones Bruins averaged 2.5. Pensacola Christian was next with .824 goals per game, followed by Toccoa Falls College at .643, and Trinity Baptist College actually ahead of Pensacola at 1.31 goals per game. Grace Christian University led the entire country in Division II with 5.3 points per game. And look at Jason Izaguirre go way up high, robbing John McIver of a shot attempt. Check that, Philip Nowak with that last shot attempt, his second. And both of those on goal, and a save for Izaguirre, his second of the afternoon. Grace Christian University averaging 5.3 goals per game in their 17 games played. They scored 90 times and allowed just 17 goals all season long. What a great job by Grace Christian University. Free kick for Toccoa Falls, and it hits off Colston Ortiz and goes out of bounds, but a whistle. I don't think the official was ready for the ball to be put back into play. Clouds have covered up the sun, as the center official has pulled the yellow card against Eric Colston Artis. So each team now with one yellow card. And with the sun covered up by the clouds, it feels beautiful out here. The wind is starting to pick up and shifted a little more in toward the camera. Toccoa kicking into that wind, and that one sails out of bounds past the end line for a Trinity Baptist goal kick. Ball crosses all the way through the penalty box, and Marcus Oxendine taps one up high. And a header by Toccoa. Ralph Richardson uses his body to pass to Oxendine on the right side. Battle for the ball at midfield, won by Trinity Baptist. Colston Artis sends this one up towards Richardson. Stays onside, gets around his defender Lang. Inside the box, the pass to Oxendine, a shot and a diving save by DeWeese. Chance number 2 for Moriano, no good. DeWeese with his 7th save. Oxendine with his 3rd shot and all on goal, and a great one-handed diving save from Noah DeWeese. It's going to be TBC's throw-in all the way across the field. What an excellent play by DeWeese. Of course, watching him Saturday, I'm not all that surprised. Judah Berry sends this one just outside the box. It got through Philip Nowak, and Izaguirre able to roll on top of the ball. Richardson sends this one towards Roberts. Has one man to beat. Gets inside the box. Almost outran himself. Richardson turns and fires a little too late. 2 defenders were able to get in front of the ball. This is Garcia with possession. Slides around one man and is tripped up, and a whistle called against Pablo Garcia. So that's going to be a free kick for Toccoa Falls. Long boot all the way past midfield. And that one rolls well out of bounds and will be chased down by Kevin Frawley. Inside the box, a couple of headers. Cleared away by the defense. Toccoa with an opportunity now inside the box. Caballero tried to clear, but hit it off his own teammate, and a shot attempt goes to the side from Colton Davis. A second chance blocked by the defense. Noel Caballero slid and saved the shot from across the field, and Izaguirre pounced on top of the ball. Give Colton Davis one shot on goal. A save for Izaguirre, then a save also for Noel Caballero. Second shot was taken, I believe, by Philip Nowak, if I saw that correctly. Second shot taken by Kevin Frawley. Thank you to Noel. And another opportunity knocked down by Izaguirre and cleared by Colston Artis. Frawley again going for the goal. Izaguirre knocked it onto the ground, and Colston Artis sent it out of bounds. It is a corner kick, but some great defensive play by the Eagles in the past couple of possessions for Toccoa Falls. Well, the offense has scored 4. The defense has saved pretty close to 4. That ball rolling all the way into the goal box. Nowak at midfield. Sends it outside towards Judah Berry. A perfect pass. Colston Ortiz now coming up, keeping Berry outside, and the ball rolls out of bounds for a corner kick. Berry on the ground, holding his right knee, now kneeling. And still on his hands and knees is Judah Berry. He does have a moment while they get the ball toward the corner to shake that off, and he uses that minute, and he's jogging back into play. He's a tough young man out there on the field. And Berry will set up with the rest of his offensive attackers in scoring position. Low line drive, batted away by Colston Ortiz. Richardson takes the ball, approaches midfield with Joaquin coming up from behind. Pass right in front of the scorer's table. Surin keeps this one in bounds. Berry coming up from behind. The ball rolls out off Berry, and TBC has a throw-in. We do have a whistle away from the ball. I was watching the ball, so I didn't see what happened, but a yellow card has come out. And it looks like the card was called against Toccoa's Kevin Frawley. Toccoa now with 2 yellows. Trinity Baptist has 1. Rockwell and Frawley and Eric Colston Ortiz. Juan Moyano coming off the field, and great to see Vasquez make his way back after coming out with a leg injury in the first half. Nothing serious. Use the halftime intermission to shake it off, and Vasquez ready to play once again. One of our seniors winding down his career at TBC. Hopefully, at least one more tomorrow, and love to see him play some more down in Kissimmee in a couple of weeks. Long pass towards Harris, but he is offsides, and Toccoa will get the free kick. Ball booted well past midfield, knocked down by Zavallos. TBC, who's had the better ball control in this second half, and a lot more in the first half as well. Toccoa with the steal, however. Nowak sends this one outside to Frawley. Frawley tries to get it back into Rockwell, but it's booted away by Vasquez. If the Eagles can keep the defense going, they look like they're on their way to playing Bob Jones tomorrow, but if they get an opportunity, they'll try to tack on. Toccoa battling from behind. Pass to Oxendine with one man coming up. It's Surin outside the box to the right side. Surin controls the ball with Berry on guard. Contact, no call, ball out of bounds for a goal kick. Big boot back towards midfield. Zavallos with the header to himself, and he gets around his defender, Frawley, but Frawley able to get back on top and take the ball away. Good job by Frawley not giving up. Toccoa trying to get inside the scoring area. Rockwell's pass towards Nowak, however, too strong and out of bounds, and a goal kick for Trinity Baptist. Still a lot of time left. Trinity Baptist, though, will take their time when given the opportunity with the big lead. Harris has the ball taken away by Lerma, but then gets it right back. Just outside the box, Harris makes his way in, fires and misses wide to the right. Shot attempt for Isaiah Harris, his second of the afternoon. Looks like there's a new goalkeeper in for Toccoa Falls. That is Colin Bridges. I've been saying DeWeese. I did not notice the change in goalkeeper. Ball right in front of us. And we have ourselves a push. No, the official says the ball had rolled out of bounds right in front of the camera. So Colin Bridges started the second half. My mistake for not noticing that. So he does have one save. Noah DeWeese had 5 in the first half. Foul called against Toccoa Falls. The official speaking with Jared Rockwell, and Rockwell just wants an explanation of what he got called for. TBC at midfield. Caballero, that could have been dangerous. Easy to twist an ankle on a play like that. Oxendine takes the pass right side of the box, inside towards Richardson. A ball off Richardson and a great clear by Toccoa's backfield. McIver hustled back, made a defensive play. This one sent towards Davis. And we're going to have ourselves a tripping foul called against Killian Foree inside the box. So the clock will stop, and Toccoa Falls will have a penalty kick.
Yes, quickly. The only way you guys can want it.
Killian Foree tried to make the play, but he upended the attacker Colton Davis. And Jared Rockwell, who scored the goal Saturday on a penalty kick, will try it one more time.
Mr. Ref. Jason! How much time? Into the half.
Rockwell shoots and scores.
What number was that?
Jared Rockwell with the penalty kick. And the score is 4-1. Those penalty kicks, very difficult to stop. The goalkeeper has to guess which way the kicker is going and then how high. That is not an easy task. So for Jared Rockwell, his third goal of the season. And it cuts the lead down to 3. Minute 58 is the official scoring time for Jared Rockwell. Joshua Lang able to clear that one out of bounds. TBC will have the throw in. TBC leads by 3. Caballero's pass knocked down. And this one goes out of bounds. And it's going to be a corner kick for TBC. Corner kick for TBC, a line drive in front of the goal, and Bridges leaps high and pulls that one down. Holston Artis battling with the Toccoa. Jared Rockwell for the ball. Rockwell is called for the block. Going to be a free kick for TBC. Or check that for Toccoa, my mistake. A lot of action going on. So Rockwell was pushed from behind. And a yellow card coming out against Colston Artis, and that is his second, so that means it turns into a red card, and Eric Colston Artis will have a seat for the remainder of the game. Colston Artis did a terrific job, but he's coming out for the remainder of the game, and Julius Peterwright is ready to come back onto the pitch. It is a free direct kick for Toccoa Falls. John McIver and Michael Guthrie are near the ball. There's the whistle. It's McIver with the pass inside the box, in front of the goal, and missed wide to the right. That one deflected by Izaguirre, so a corner kick for Toccoa Falls. So credit Kevin Frawley with another shot on goal and another save for Izaguirre. At first, I didn't see if Izaguirre made contact, but he did. When all those men get in front of the ball, makes it tough to see exactly what happened. That's Frawley trying to head one toward the goal, so give him his fourth attempt of the afternoon, and that one does go out of bounds for the goal kick. Julius Peterwright comes in for Marcus Oxendine. Jorgen Torres waiting to come back on as well. And there goes Torres, and Jair Zavallos will come out. Zavallos trying to catch his breath. He did a terrific job on the defensive side of the field. Goal kick for Jason Izaguirre. A little bit short this time, shorter than usual for him, and Rockwell heads it back upfield for Toccoa. The Screaming Eagles are trying to play from behind. They've gotten one back on a penalty kick from Jared Rockwell. Rockwell inside the box, couldn't quite get there in time, but he stayed aggressive and nearly used his body to possibly bat that one in. Ball stays in bounds before being knocked out. My view was obstructed by the Toccoa players, but TBC has a throw-in. This one right in front of the camera to Joshua Lang. Trinity Baptist with the throw-in. TBC got all four in the first. Toccoa came back with one a few minutes ago in the second half. Loose ball at midfield, grabbed by Toccoa. Davis on the move, has Rockwell to his right, passes to Rockwell, a sliding save by Izaguirre. Rockwell with the shot on goal. Another save for Jason Izaguirre as this one rolls out of bounds. Quick throw in, batted out of bounds past the end line for Trinity, so Toccoa will have a corner kick. Corner kick for Toccoa Falls. That one goes past everybody in front of the goal. And there was a push called against Toccoa, so Trinity will have a free kick. Donovan Roberts ready to come back onto the field. He'll get to do so at the next chance. Izaguirre boots one at midfield. Torres knocked down, no call. And both teams playing aggressively. Peterwright couldn't hold on to the ball, and now we have a whistle called against Peterwright. Free kick for Toccoa. Caballero heads this one up into the air, and a header pass. TBC able to clear that one outside the box. Surin right in front of us. And that one intercepted by Davis. Pass towards Davis. Will he get there in time? He does. Keeps it in bounds. Keeps it in the box. Peterwright on guard at the left side of the box. And a pass up front to McIver. Guarded by Caballero, who comes away with the steal. One stolen back for Toccoa, Joaquin, and he sends this one out of bounds. And I think I see Killian Forey hunched over inside the box, and we're going to have a stop in play for the injury timeout with Trinity Baptist leading 4-1 and approximately 22 minutes remaining.